Hi there, my name is Kaylee.
My name is Shay.
And we're tackling some big debt.
In the Big Apple.
And I can't remember that intro for nothing lately. July is over.
Woohoo!
It's the end of July. Well, it's the beginning of August now. July, financially, was a wild one. It was super spendy in our daily life.
Mm-hmm.
But we also paid off a ton of student loans, which is a weird combination of things. So we're just going to jump in and go through our quick little annual goals check-ins and see how we did. You may already know how we did on some of these if you watch all of our videos, but if you didn't, buckle up, baby. All right, side hustle income. Our goal in 2025 is a side hustle $22,000. That's kind of a ballpark goal. The real goal is just to get our student loans down to $95,000 overall, and then we're going to do that by side hustling, but like, I picked that number because it's fun. So, and
that's how you picked that number?
Yes, and it's how I pick most things. And you may, if you pay really close attention to these videos, which would be interesting, a sneaky little added line has shown up in the side hustles. So let's take a look. Whoop! $2,690 in July. A good chunk of that was an unexpected work bonus that I did get. So the work bonus overall was actually a $5,000 bonus. Mm-hmm. New York City taxes, man, they're no joke. They take a big chunk. They tax bonuses at a flat rate as supplementary income, not as base income.
Yeah.
So they're taxed a little bit higher. I'll get a lot of it back in my tax return at the end of the year, but still. And my 401k percentage also came out of that bonus. So a large chunk of the bonus was taken before it got to me for various things, either for myself or, some taxes that I'll get back, but still, like, it didn't all hit my paycheck. But still, not insignificant this time. Like, whoa, this month really took off. Not as good as February. I don't know if any month's going to be as good as February, but pretty nice. Pretty nice. So, total for the year right now, $10,689.17. We're almost halfway to our 2025 goal, but we are 7 months through 2025, so...
Well, now that I know that you just picked that number, I don't feel nearly as much like a crazy person for being like, but we're doing so well on all of our other goals. Why are we so under on this side hustle goal? Oh my gosh. I felt like a crazy person this whole year. Okay.
Oops. That's where we're at, side hustle income for the month of July. Snuck in right in the last moment. I'm going to say technically I got that paycheck on August 1st, but I was awarded the bonus in the month of July, so I'm counting it.
Yeah.
You know? All right, our net worth, our 2025 goal, to be worthless, aka have a net worth of $0.
We have achieved the goal.
We have achieved our goal. We ended the month with a net worth of plus $286. Positive $286. $286 in the black. Did we then immediately pay rent the next day and dip back under? Yes, but that's not our business until the end of the month.
Yes.
Is there a chance that the stock market could dip again and we could be back down in August? And would that be okay? Yes, that would be okay. We'd be fine. I'm telling myself way more than I'm telling you.
That was part of my reasoning for saying that I think we should aim for worthless in 2025 was because I knew it was going to be.
Yeah, so hitting it now does not necessarily mean that it's going to be consistently that through the end of the year, but I think we're going to be trending up technically overall throughout the year, unless the stock market has a huge hit. But I think we're going to be okay. Yeah. I think we're going to consistently be trending in the right direction. It feels awesome. Feels real good.
Yeah.
So sick. And the student loan payment for my bonus hasn't cleared yet, so this doesn't count that. So we're going to bounce up a little bit more, too. So August will be interesting. But there's other stuff that you'll see. We'll get there. Okay. Complete. I added a little. Yeah.
That's pretty cute.
You like that? You like that? That's pretty good. Yeah. All right. Financial independence. Retire early. FI number. FI number. I forgot to update this. I'm realizing right now.
Oh.
That's okay. This is a little more than that. Whatever. So you take to get this number, it's how much we could retire on and we would live off of every month if we took our retirement numbers right now and did the calculation, divide by 12.
Yeah.
We would have basically $280 to live off of every month. Let's go.
I think we will also probably accomplish this goal.
Yeah, our goal, again, kind of arbitrary goal, but still, it's like a benchmark. I like picking benchmark goals if I can. $300 a month. I think, again, this one is even more dependent on the stock market.
Yeah. And
has very little to do with what we do on our day-to-day lives. We have our contributions automated and just set up, and that happens in the background. But the growth of this number really depends entirely on the stock market. So I try not to take the ups and downs personally. Try being a key word there. Sometimes it goes down and I'm like, God, we suck. But there's literally almost nothing we can do about it. We are doing all the right things. It is trending up overall.
Yeah.
And that's what matters.
Yes.
And hey, when you're buying things, if the stock market's down, you're buying stock on sale. And I love a sale, I do. All right, and then the student loan balance. You can see the trend here over time. Been pretty good. For the first time in 2025, this number has changed.
Yes.
We paid off $19,326 in the month of July.
Yeah.
So, there's an asterisk on this number because something is happening with the balance. So, I think Shay said something about it in our Friday budget. I think that's what happened, is that during the forbearance period, they forgave some interest. They took some interest off, and then that was my balance when I marked it. And then when I went to go look again before interest turned back on, that number had changed. So, I think what's going to happen is that in the month of August, things are going to settle and they're going to update the website and we'll have a better idea. They are looking into it, but I think that's what they're going to come back and say. And I'm just kind of trying to become okay with that. So I think this number is actually going to be a couple $1,000s higher because this number was actually supposed to be a couple $1,000s higher, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So I don't think they necessarily added interest that wasn't supposed to be there. I think they forgave interest and now that forgiveness is being taken away.
It's being rescinded.
Yeah, which is so brutal and annoying and painful. But I am trying to be mentally okay with it, and we're going to keep on keeping on. So at the end of August, when things are more settled and the website is more updated, and they come back with, I submit, like, can you just look at this and tell me what the heck's going on? I just would like some clarity on my own personal finances, if that's okay with you guys. Sue me. Don't sue me. They will. I think that that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully at the end of August, things will have settled a little bit more, and maybe this will be a little bit higher, or maybe it'll be about the same, even though we've paid some stuff off. Mm-hmm. My goal is still to get down to $95,000. I think this adjustment's going to make that a little harder. It would have been a lot more possible had that not happened, but it's going to be tough, but so I don't know. I think we just have to wait and see what happens with that. But overall, those were our July updates, and I'm feeling real great about them. Yeah. I feel like we did all the right things that we could do.
Yes.
I feel like we put a ton of money towards the student loans. We ended up, that $19,326 was all the money that we saved all the prior months, and I'm feeling really solid about it. July was very successful overall. We're getting into the swing of things as far as the end of year side hustles. Mm-hmm. The end of year side hustles really start to pick up on this guy's end over here. Shay starts really acting her little face off, singing and dancing.
Yes.
She just got her first offer of the last 2 shows of the season are really the busiest ones.
Yeah.
So.
It's
about to take off, baby.
That's going to start rolling in at the end of September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm still kind of waiting for my job title and stuff to settle. I don't know exactly when that's going to happen. I'm, obviously hoping sooner rather than later, but I feel like it's probably going to be more towards October as well.
Yeah.
So sitting on my hands and waiting, and we're just going to keep paying off what we can pay off. We've got $325 a week going to the loans. We've got $100 a month going to the Roth IRAs. We've got 8% of my paycheck going into the 401k. So, stuff is happening. It's going to keep happening. We're going to keep doing what we can do. Very successful July. thanks for watching, and we'll see you when we see you.
Oh, yeah.